Welcome everybody to a new live stream of Flower Circus. Today we've got the English edition. We're going to talk with Theo de Mooy from Flowervision Norwich and Nikki Meader, Westmoreland Flowers. I want to know how the big flower holiday went, the Mother's Day, because normally it's crazy times, but this year it was especially crazy times. So first of all, normally we start with the women, but sometimes they're a bit nervous. So let's start with Theo first. Theo, welcome.
Hi, John. Hi, John.
How are you?
Yeah, really well. Thanks so much. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how are you enjoying your time at the moment? Are you working or what are you doing?
Working at the moment, working from home because
Yeah.
that's the safest way, the easiest way. And okay, we're so organized that we can always work from home and have access to wherever we want, and we can keep control of everything, apart from like orders picking or delivering it by myself. So that's the only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but normally you are traveling between England and Holland, if I'm right?
Yeah. Once every 3 weeks, I'm in Norwich because we're running Flowervision, and we got 7 in England, and I'm taking care of the Norwich one.
Yeah.
And it goes fairly well. All well known. Everybody knows us, and got some good things running up.
Yeah. And in Holland, normally this is the view you have from your office.
That's
I
right.
think.
Yeah, that's the buying. That's the buying room, the dealing room we got.
Yeah.
Down there, we work together with Duivenvoorde, which is our dedicated supplier. They'll supply about like 90% of all we sell.
Yeah.
And we got the dealing room like you see down there. We got like 14 buyers in there. About 10, 12 sales reps behind it, and they're taking care of like all more wholesalers as well in England and the rest of Europe, because we take care of like wholesale category in Paris, one in Germany, one in Austria, Vienna at the moment. So
okay, so you're all in the same room, both the buyers and the sales.
Yeah, we all no secrets. It's just all everything together. So if one buyer got something interesting, it's interesting for everybody.
Yeah.
Works really good, really quick, short lines.
Yeah, I'm always surprised how quick you can deliver your stuff in England.
Yeah, it's a short way.
Yeah.
The way we work, flowers go online even when they're still in Holland about.
Yeah.
So they're ready to be packed to be delivered for the next day, and they're ready when they're in the lorry. They're online for the shops to buy for next day delivery.
Okay.
So the florists can buy till like 12 or 2 o'clock at night, and they still get it at the doorstep the next morning.
Okay, and you got quite some guys driving around.
Yeah, we got a good fleet, all well organized, and excited people to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now ask you to show how it works at the moment. How you wake up you wake up quite early.
Yeah, that's how you get used to it, is it?
Yeah. So I will because you made a small video, and this was on when was
yesterday morning. And
Okay.
at the moment this is this serious moment is quite difficult. We just do pre-orders only.
Yeah.
So these orders they're already be picked and packed in crates, and then just the last bits just arrived.
Yeah.
Ready to be picked and packed for the vans to be delivered out. As soon as we can, as quick as we can.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
So and there's no sales at the moment in the cash and carry.
No.
Itself?
No. All the regulations are so strict. We're not allowed to be open for collections. So people are still on demand for flowers. So we decided to do just deliveries.
Yeah.
And works quite well, surprisingly, because we had to close down, or we closed down the first like 10 days after the first sort of panic, which it looked like all over England.
Yeah.
So we had to close for 10 days, and all of a sudden people started asking, and when can we get flowers? Because we got pre-orders, we got funerals, so they'll all be way advanced in England, which is a funny way, because they don't just do a funeral within the week. They sometimes take it for 5-6 weeks. So these things, they got pre-order flowers, and we can't supply them, and people are really desperate. So
yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, that's how we decided to start just pre-orders only, and then twice a week, and which goes fairly well.
Okay. And that's what you're doing now. I think we're going to already talk a little bit about Mother's Day because we lost connection with Nikki. Hopefully she gets back. I think she gets so many orders in that that she's busy.
Too busy on the phone with her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think what I heard and what I saw on Facebook online, normally the Mother's Day is already crazy, but this must have been the craziest Mother's Day ever.
Yeah, it was quite rough. It didn't start as early. Normally it starts like the full week or like the Thursday, Friday, the week before already. But it all started after, just over the weekend. All of a sudden the people, realized, oh, it's Mothering Sunday, and
Yeah.
it got loose really quick and really heavy as well until the last moment. And even like the florists will tell, till late Sunday afternoon, they've been busy and struggling to get everything sorted.
Okay, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay, Nikki's back. I think she hang up with her mom. So I'll ask Nikki to tell a bit about her company, and then we can all three of us be in discussion about Mother's Day and what's going on at the moment.
Okay.
So I will put you a little bit on hold, Theo, if you don't mind.
No problem.
No problem. Okay. So hello, Nick. How are you?
Yeah, we're good, thanks.
Yeah. How's your mom?
Yeah, you're laughing at my mum because because she's over 70 here in the UK, she has to be isolated at home. But as many florists that have been florists all their life, like my mum, will know, that's really difficult. You're used to being so active and involved in the running of a retail shop every day. We have isolated her, as the government have wished, at home, and we've had all the phones turned over to her house. So she's taking all our orders by telephone and processing them on her system. So,
that's a good way to
my mum's house.
Yeah, that's a good way to keep her busy.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. I'll also show a little bit of pictures of your shop in a normal time because, as I understand, your shop looks totally different at the moment.
Yeah, so we're quite a big shop, and we pride ourselves on the way our shop looks. And we've usually got a big array of flowers for customers to choose from. And we were forced to close day after Mothering Sunday. So 5 o'clock on the Monday, we were asked to close. And sadly, the shop doesn't look like that now. It looks a bit more like a warehouse than a retail shop. But
it's is this at the moment, so you can't see the shop at the.
No, that's right. So you can just see inside the windows there that it's all black, and that's because I've got a row of Dutch trolleys and cabinets that are blocking off the front of the shop. So the shop is closed, and we're working behind those cabinets now, so out of sight.
Yeah, and I can see the girls, or one girl working hard in the background.
Yeah, you can see one girl working in one side of the shop, and then because we're quite a big shop, there's another girl here, and she's working on the other side, so that we are keeping the distance that's recommended of over 2 meters between us all. So there isn't as many of us here as there usually is. It's a skeleton staff, but we're able to keep things going and buy flowers for people.
Okay, so now you got 2 girls in your shop, right?
Yep, at the moment today.
Okay, yeah, that's something the Dutch florists are struggling with because they can still receive customers, but they also need to have the 1.5 meter distance.
Okay.
So that's why
it's tricky. It's really tricky if you've got a smaller shop, and I know that some of the English florists who are working alone. So they've, the staff aren't working, but the owners are working individually because they, in order to keep safe distance, really. So we're lucky that it's a big shop.
Okay, I will invite Theo back into the live stream as well. So. You already told a little bit when we lost connection or when you were calling with your mom about Mother's Day. That it was one of the craziest Mother's Days. It's that it started late, but I think that also had to do with the uncertainty of what was going on.
Absolutely. I think for us as retail shops, it was just a really stress. I mean, it's the busiest week of our year anyway. So not only physically, but I think emotionally, it was really stressful more than ever because Holland, you'd obviously gone into lockdown before we had. So then
Yep.
it was, will the flowers come? Will they close the borders? Will we be able to get the flowers or not get the flowers? And then, of course, once the flowers were here by sort of midweek, then it was, will he close us here in the UK before we're able to service our customers?
Yeah.
And I think actually a lot of what caused our lockdown was the fact that we had been asked to stay at home for Mothering Sunday weekend. But I know that my shop was really busy Mothering Sunday weekend.
Yeah.
And because it was the first weekend, the sunshine had come out in England, then the people still came out in flocks and flocks. And they weren't just coming to get Mum a bouquet, they were chatting in the shop. I've just been to the skate park and it's really busy. We're thinking, at that point, they've been asked to stay at home.
I think we saw that
So on the Monday.
Yeah, in several countries we saw it that just before the lockdown, when they were talking about the lockdown, that people thought, okay, this might be the last chance to go out into a shop, so everybody went out.
Yeah, so I have to say, for us as a retail shop, my online sales were definitely up. They were up, definitely up on last year, and we lost a bit of footfall. There were some people that were being sensible right from the beginning, so you know, we did lose a bit of footfall, but otherwise I think it was quite a successful Mother's Day for us here anyway.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And for you, Theo, was it also in the end successful?
Yeah, it was really successful, really good. And like you said, it was just all the news about the coronavirus coming up, and England was about 5-6 days behind on the restrictions we had in Holland. So every time we heard something with the news flash or whatever, it was always looks like, oh, it's the news from 5-6 days ago.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they decided, was it Saturday afternoon or Monday afternoon one day? So from now, everybody needs to be stopped and closed. And so that made really everything sort of in an uncertainty. They didn't know what's going to happen. And that's how we worked in Holland, from Holland as well. We just will buy from day to day. Don't take much risk on buying in stock for the next day or for the online sales. But once again, the online sales went up really high. So there was so much demand, especially for all the last minute orders who come up.
Yeah,
like you can tell.
Yeah, like you said, the news, it looks like it repeated. And I was talking to Michael Black from Jetfest Flowers in America.
Yeah.
And they were again a little bit later than England. So it's it's the same news, different
old news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
last minute. It gets more and more last minute every year.
Yeah.
This year was definitely last minute.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Both of you actually didn't close or closed down, but quickly opened again or reopened again. You didn't close at all, Nikki?
I didn't close at all.
No? You forgot the keys?
Yeah. He asked us to on Monday evening. And the first thing we did was get together as a team on Tuesday morning and decide that we would continue, we would fulfill the funeral orders that we already had booked in. We're actually a florist that services quite a lot of funeral directors. So it is a big part of our daily business. And we just felt that we already had so many orders in the pipeline, it would be unfair to let those families down.
Yeah.
At a time when he also closed the churches. There is only a limited amount of people that can go to the funerals. Mostly they're not allowed any other cars, only the hearses. So they wanted it, all of a sudden they wanted us even more than before. There. So we didn't, I mean, I was lucky, my supplies didn't stop at all. So we continued. Yeah.
And next to that, you came up with a special, how can I say, how can we call it?
Well, it's not really a promotion because
No.
but we knew that we're in a community, we're in a small village that has a lot of small English villages around it. And these villages are full of a lot of elderly people. And we knew all of a sudden lots of us would be forced to stay at home. So we just wanted to spread a little cheer, little joy, we're going to come through this. We're all in it together, and we'll spread a little happiness, I guess. So it was sad to see so many flowers, not being able to come to the auction. So I was lucky enough to have flowers Vanda orchids sent over, and we left them all around our village for people to find. And then people were really grateful, really grateful.
Yeah, yeah. There's some happiness in a uncertain
little bit.
period.
Yeah.
And Theo, you closed, right? Or a couple of days you closed?
After like the Mothering Sunday, we bought really heavily for Monday leaving the auction because all florists were sold out. The cascades were sold out. It was really sort of a stressful day anyhow. So we bought the full load, and then like that Monday afternoon they decided to close down and or lock down actually the whole trade. But as strong as we are, we said okay, we're just gonna run this out, and because people are relying on it, got like you said the pre-orders and stuff.
Yeah.
So we managed to carry on until Thursday, and then we just had the feeling of like the social pressure, and also the county council, which sort of wasn't really happy with us, like us still trading. So we decided to close down then. And then, but after a week, we had so many people asking. The phone kept ringing all the time. So we just made a decision. Okay, from now on, we just do deliveries twice a week, pre-orders only, and we'll deliver it like to your door, which we always do.
Yeah.
So, and that works out really well. Like, hopefully after next week, like over Easter, then we'll maybe continue to put up an extra day of deliveries.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, it gets too much. You got only a certain amount of members of staff. Some are ill, some are diabetic in the risk group, and then you need to deal with them.
Yeah.
So and also the other thing, the for all regulation, that's also over in or finishes in 3 weeks or next week Thursday when it's finished for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, it's still uncertain
it is.
time. Is for the question for both of you, the assortment you are running now, is it like on a normal day or normal period, or do you have less assortment?
No, it's not really less assortment. It's just because of the auction, they made sort of a regulation that the growers are only allowed to bring like 20 to 30% at the most to the auction, just to cover the waste and get everything a respectable amount of every grower a respectable amount to bring on the auction.
Yeah.
So it's quite hard to get the full selection, but it's almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Think of anything.
Yeah, for me too. It was very different the first 2 days when it first happened. But I think that's just because all of a sudden you're thrown into running a business in a completely different way. And it just takes a few days to get new things in place and new systems in place. And it was quite hard to get hold of some things on the first few days. But after about a week, I think everybody fell into a new routine, new system. And now, as you say, it's all coming through fine. And
I think, Nikki, you can run the orders quite effective with nobody coming into the shop, unfortunately, of course. But,
we're getting more work done, that's for sure. Yeah.
So how do you see the future? What do you see changing, hopefully, when this all soon is over?
Yeah.
Okay.
In terms of
sales. A bit of a grey area. Yeah.
It's going to be more online. Do you think that people now, when they know how to buy flowers online, that they will do it more often?
Yeah, hopefully. But I think, one of the unique things about our industry is the fact that we are people. We are still heavily customer service. We pride ourselves on our customer service here and talking to people, giving them advice and, all of that sort of thing. But you can't do that online. So while some of them may stay with online, I do think that they'll come back. And the feeling in my area is that they will come back and support our small shops like myself even more because they realise that, for those of us that do manage to survive, and there'll be many that won't, we'll have had a really hard time. And people do seem to be supporting us small independent traders that are still going. So hopefully.
Yeah, the flower business has never been easy money. We used to get kicked around and and work with disappointments, but this I think will also make us stronger again.
I think so. Yeah.
And Flowervision, Theo, was already doing quite a lot online.
So don't forget, we already heading to 85-90% online sales.
Wow.
So, which is okay. Still, a lot of people do collect the next morning, which is now for the moment it's over. But yeah, 85-90% each trying to reach the 100%. That's, I think, my point of view, impossible.
Yeah.
People always want to add something onto it, and which is quite a job to not doing it online.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think you're already quite high with the 85%.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So, and is that the same that is that the same with other wholesalers as well, or is it lower throughout England?
Yeah, even between the other Flowervisions, like the 7 of us, we got differences from 60%, 70%, but most of them are around about the 80 mark. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And Nikki, are you also buying online, or how are you buying your flowers?
Yeah, I buy online because there isn't really a wholesaler for me to visit to that easily in my area. So I do buy my flowers online. It's taken years of practice not to actually look at something, but to buy it from a picture.
Yeah.
But so I do buy mine online, I have to admit.
Yeah.
But I love to come to Holland and see it all when I can.
You're in an area that you see all the trucks passing by with all the flowers, but
yeah. I mean, that is the other thing that makes me really lucky here. I am on the motorway that comes off the tunnel, so the lorries are already passing me on the way. They've got to come past me to get to London, even.
Okay.
So that does make me in a really lucky position, and I'm not pulling a driver all the way through the country, which I understand is difficult for different areas of the country. So,
Okay, great. Do you have something to add? What we forgot, what I forgot to ask you, or what you really want to tell people?
We'll come back bigger and stronger than ever before.
You're all right.
The right words. Me. Yeah.
You'll be all right. We're all in it together.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, somebody asks. I will show the question. How's the flower quality? Is it consistent at the moment?
Yes, nothing to worry about. It's just the thing is the growers are not allowed to bring all the crop to the auction.
Yeah.
But the quality is still good and running well. Nothing to worry about. Yeah.
Yeah, the weather is actually quite nice in Holland, so
it's lovely.
flowers,
Yes.
flowers are growing like crazy.
Yeah.
And I think it helps is a strange word in this, but the growers are not allowed to bring everything, so they only bring the best flowers at the moment.
That's right. Quality goes higher. Yeah.
Even on the smaller Dutch auctions, like in the north of Holland, there's a small auction. They are bringing the best quality at the moment. So you see that even the Dutch florists are getting better quality than they're used to. Okay. Thank you for joining, both of you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Do you have any suggestions for me who I should interview? Do you want to know something?
Should have asked that earlier.
Yeah. It's Flower Circus, so you get some surprises sometimes.
Yeah, maybe some growers which are now really in the tough corner to have a word with. Yeah.
Okay. On Monday, actually, we'll have Van der Lucht, Lysianthus.
Okay.
Who
Marcel.
his wife, Yolanda.
Yeah.
Because Marcel is they're all busy, but Yolanda will do the talking.
They just moved to new premises, haven't they?
Yeah. So they're making really a lot of Lysianthus, and like every grower, they are having a difficult time. So she can tell what's going on. So and tomorrow we have somebody from Ecuador, Alejandro Henao from Naranjo Roses.
Naranjo, okay.
Yeah, he will tell about what's going on in Ecuador. So let's hope that people will watch again tomorrow on Monday, and the other shows as well.
Of course.
So thank you for joining.
Yeah, thanks so much, John.
Hope to see you soon, and hope to have another show at Flowervision Norwich.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So
hard to tell when.
Yeah, it's let's wait, and once we know when we can come, then we'll directly tell everybody. So
we'll find the solution.
Yeah, Nikki, you're also more than welcome to come. It's not too far away. I know you drive sometimes to Birmingham for a show, so this is closer by.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Stay safe. Thank you.
Okay.
See you soon. Bye bye.
Okay.
Thank you for watching. Bye bye.